What up, kings, moguls, magnates, and tycoons? 9 days ago, I relapsed. I relapsed on the Nofap. I pulled up the hub and I went crazy. Before I tell y'all the story of all the stroking and the gallons that were busted, I'm gonna tell y'all what led up to the relapse, because there was a few mistakes that I made a few weeks prior that led up to this relapse. So the first thing is, I was looking at Instagram models in bikinis on Instagram and those fitness models. And then on YouTube, I'm watching like yacht parties where there's girls in bikinis dancing and stuff. And what that did is it started giving me all these thoughts about these half-naked women in my subconscious. Then I was getting more frequent cravings and more intense cravings. And it used to be when I would get a craving, which happened almost daily, I'd just think like, oh, it's a craving, not a big deal, I'm gonna just go back to work. But I started entertaining these cravings. I started like daydreaming about how cool it would be to be on that yacht party. Then I'm wasting time daydreaming. I was also spending more time on Tinder, and there's nothing wrong with Tinder swiping, having a Tinder, but what was happening is my account was a little bit dry. I wasn't matching with the kind of quality women that are deserving of going down in the history books saying they got that big man Vic sausage. The event that pushed me over the edge happened on Catholic Easter. So that night, I barely slept at all. I got up at my usual time, 6 a.m. I eat breakfast, but I'm really drowsy. So I get on my computer. I start doing my work for Hustlers University. I'm starting to write some emails for some clients, trying to get that money in. And I could not focus. It felt like I was brain fried. I just kept like going on YouTube, going on Instagram, and I just could not focus. My whole family was home, so I couldn't make a YouTube video. I was tired. I was bored. My brain was seeking some sort of gratification, and it knows that the hub can give it that gratification. And then I pulled it up and I did my thing. I'd been on Nofap for about 120 days, and I'd been on semen retention for about 30. So my PP was so goddamn sensitive that I barely touched the thing and it explodes. And then that wasn't fulfilling at all. So about an hour later, round 2. Same thing. Barely touched the thing. Then I go to the gym. It's leg day. I usually squat 245 for about 10 reps. I could barely get 4 reps out. I was struggling on 225. I was struggling to get a full set. So I came back more tired from my workout than usual. After the gym, round 3. And that's when I went crazy. I had that, all right, a little bit too much information over there. Here's how to recover from a relapse fast. So after round 3 was done, I was exhausted. I was tired. I was sore. I felt guilty about it because look, that was a beta cuck relapse. I gave into my urges like a beta. There's no excuses here. That's exactly what happened. I baited out. I bitched up. I promised myself I'm not going to do that anymore, and I lied to myself. So I'm sitting here, I'm watching one of Ice Cold JT's videos about Nofap relapse, and he said something that really resonated with me. He said, every relapse is a lesson. And you also got to make sure that you replenish your nutrients, because you let go of a lot of nutrients after you bust. So I drank magnesium, I had some zinc, I had some vitamin D, I had some vitamin B, had some vitamin C, and I ate a big meal. And then I'm writing down in my notes, what can I learn from this relapse? What caused it? What can I do to prevent another one from happening? And then I was thinking, I'm not doing enough cardio. That's something. I'm looking at Instagram models in bikinis. I'm looking at things on YouTube that are wasting my time, that are not getting me to where I want to be. So I got to cut that out. If you're someone that just recently relapsed, you might be feeling brain fried. You might be feeling tired. You might be feeling drowsy. Just remember this. Yeah, it was a beta cuck decision, but it was just one step back. Don't be out here after you relapsed, continuing in that backwards direction. Realize that, yeah, I took a step back. I made a beta cuck decision, but now it's up to me to get back up and start running forward. Make sure to leave a like. It helps out with the algorithm. And click here to watch the no fat benefits that I was experiencing after 90 days.